Some people look unstoppable. Pressure hits them, and then they'll break. But you do. Every time pressure hits, you ask, why me? Why now? Why this again? Those aren't the right questions to ask. The right question is, what do they have that you don't? I'm Christian Sisson, founder of NewMeFy.com, an online space where you discover your purpose, become the new, and start in your life. And I rebuilt myself many times coming out of depression, addictions, and absolute collapse. And in the process, I've cracked the code of purpose. This is what you're going to find at this YouTube channel. Keep watching. Okay, pressure hits and you're not the same. Just last week, everything was clear. Now you're second guessing everything. Last week, you felt peace. Now you're panicking. You're questioning your beliefs. You're slipping into victim mode. I know who you are. Justifying how everyone is against you. You even start to doubt God's intentions or his existence. Nothing external changed that much. You did. When life gets hard and pressure hits, at least two things are revealed: your root and your operating system. Pressure will always test. Number one, the way you think. Number two, the way you decide. And number three, what you actually trust. You're now exposed. Well, that's a good thing. Okay, so what do some people have that makes them look unstoppable? Can't be talent. Can't be just motivation. It can't be just a stronger willpower. Here's what they have. 4 things: roots, alignment, direction, and trust. Let me break this down. Number one, they have deeper roots. If you're not rooted, you react. Emotions decide your direction, or the next social media hack decides your direction. People who look unstoppable are rooted in God. Unmovable. Constant. When pressure hits, they don't shift. That's stability under pressure. Number two, they are aligned. They are aligned with their calling, with God's plan and purpose for their lives, and with who God says they are. There is zero internal conflict. They're not pulled into two directions. They're not trying to be one person and live like another. Your calling is based on who you are, and your assignment is where you're deployed. They don't fight that. Number three, they have a clear direction. They're not empty bags in the wind, tossed to left and right. They know what they want out of life. And on a micro level, it might look chaotic, but when they zoom out, they see the full picture. They have oversight, which allows them not to lose their foresight. Without a North Star, you drift, you move, but not on purpose, just motion, and certainly not in the right direction. And number four, they trust. They don't second guess. People who look unstoppable silence voices that are contrary to their purpose and identity. They follow the only voice that matters. They move when God gives the green light, even when conditions don't look perfect and everything around them says, wait. Here's how you stop breaking under pressure. First, you stop reacting, you start inspecting. Pressure is the worst time to make emotional decisions. You stop and ask, what is actually broken here? I'm not talking about your feelings, I'm talking about the system. Second, you check alignment. Is this still your assignment, or are you trying to hold on to something from the old self that is totally expired? Third, you return to direction. What is the direction of your life, even if it feels messy today? And I don't mean to switch direction. I'm talking long term. Pressure will only confuse you if you don't know where you're going. Fourth, you submit and follow the lead without second guessing. If God made it clear, you move. Not when it feels safe or when it makes sense, when it's clear. Hesitation under pressure is how people talk themselves out of alignment. So old me, new me, NEWMEFY, I would say old me is I react under pressure because there are no strong roots, there's no alignment and no vision. I chase what feels right until it breaks, and I cling to what is familiar, even if it's not working anymore. I break under pressure because there's no root and my operating system is jammed. But the new me is I stay planted under pressure. I build from alignment. I move with direction despite the circumstances. I move based on root, truth, and a clear operating system so I don't break under pressure. NEWMEFY is recognizing that you need at least 3 playbooks in life to get rooted. A faith playbook, what you trust. A purpose playbook, what you're assigned to do. And 3, a decision framework under pressure. That's how you respond. NEWMEFY is knowing that rooted is not feeling strong. Rooted is not changing direction under pressure because you've built systems that hold you when pressure hits. If something in you knows you're not living the life you were born for because you keep breaking under pressure, keep watching. These teachings will pull you out of your old self into the new you on purpose. Subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment with your takeaway. Till the next video, signing off.